Yes, now we are in the topic of 18th for all n natural numbers. Here x1, x2, so on, xk power of n. So if like x plus y whole power of n, this kind of expansions we have done. So if it is more number of terms in the in between of the brackets, then what is your value or how you're going to find it? So that's what here the value will be like sigma r1 plus r2 plus r3 n factorial by r1 plus r2 plus so on rk x power of r1 x power of x2 power of r2. So this is the formula actually. So don't worry, I'm going to explain you why we got that formula, and we'll do more problems so that you will remember the formula. Okay, where r1 r2 so on rk are all the non-negative integers. So these all are non-negative integers. So actually the general term means general formation of the formula is standard form, we can call it as n factorial by r1 factorial, r2 factorial, r3 factorial, so on rk factorial. How many terms are there? That many factorials, comma x1 power of r1, x2 power of r2, so on like that, xk power of rk. This is the formula. So how we got those formula? Let me explain you. Suppose if it is sigma r is equals to 1 to k or 0 to k, we know that, right? 0 to k. Then what I'm going to write, suppose r is here, yeah, n factorial by r factorial, then n minus r factorial, right? N minus r factorial. Then p power of not p, it's a power of, or else x power of, we write it as x power of r minus n minus r, and y power of r. This is the format we write, right? So this one, can I write it r factorial as p, I'll write it, and this one as q. Okay, just see, n factorial by p factorial q factorial. Okay, so if I write it here, this is what q and p. So x power of q factorial and y power of p factorial only. Yes, so if I write it this into this is the same. So that's what here, if I have a 3 terms, this is only the 2 terms format. If I have, can I write it like p factorial, q factorial and r factorial into x power of r factorial, y power of, sorry, p factorial, q factorial, sorry, not power, factorial over there, it's just power. P, Q and R. Okay, P, Q and R. Z power of R. Okay, but here one thing is, when you add this both, your answer is what? R plus N minus R. So see, R plus N minus R is how much? N. So the sum of this all, P plus Q plus R is equals to N. This is the important thing, you have to remember it. Okay. So the same way here, if you want to find, still now what all we are focusing, the coefficients of the term, and then number of the terms, this is what we are doing it. So here also the number of the terms in any kind of, how many kind of terms you will be getting. So the total you can find it easily by this formula, n plus k minus 1 by cn, or else n plus k minus 1 by k minus 1. That will be the easiest value. This is maybe like little big to calculate, that or this will be the same one. So so like this you can find it. So when we do the problems, you'll understand how to find the number of terms in there. Then sum of all the coefficients is obtained by putting all the xy. So sum of the coefficients, that's what I told you. So all the time we were like calculating the number of the terms, value of it, then coefficients, right? Coefficients. So sum of the coefficients, how can we find? By putting x equal to 1. Okay, by keeping x is equals to 1. So if suppose if I keep it here all ones, 1 plus 1 plus 1 1, how many ones it will be? Totally k ones. So can I write it as all, if I add it k, 1 plus 1 is 2, again 1 is 3, like that, k. K is this and power is n. So your answer will become a k bar of n if you substitute it. So that's what the coefficients, that's how we can find the coefficients of the term. Okay. Now coefficient of any binomial expression. Now we'll go and we'll do some problems so that you'll be clearly understand how to calculate this all. So here is a question in the expansion. We are seeing a new kind of questions, right? Like till now we saw only the two terms in the brackets, two numbers, but here we are seeing x plus y plus z whole power of 18. So in this we need to find x number of terms. So we know the formula, we can apply it, and the coefficients of this. So we discussed already, okay, and then coefficient of that. We'll see here. The first one is number of terms. Number of terms is we discussed just before, like number of terms, the formula that is n plus k minus 1 c k minus 1. So what is the k number of terms here? 1, 2, 3, right? So n is what? 18 plus 3 minus 1 c. 3 minus 1 is 2. So it is 2. 20 C2. So directly also I forgot to explain to you. So instead of the formula also you can find it directly. See, n plus k minus 1 and c k minus 1, right? So instead of going with the what we call a term, so directly also if it is, suppose I'll just explain here. Suppose if it is, yeah, if it is x plus y plus z, three terms are here, and so number of terms formula I can go with, directly I can go with n plus 2 of n plus 1 by 2. I can do it directly. How can I do? See, however you got k as 3 here, okay, n plus 3 minus 1 c 3 minus 1. So what are the values you're going to get? N plus 2 c2. N plus 2 c2 is how we are going to write it? N plus 2 n plus 1 by 2, right? This is only no answer is. So if it is 3, if it is more than the 3, 4 if you have, okay, k value is 4, then what is your answer? If you substitute like this, finally it will become n plus 4 minus 1, 4 minus 1. So n plus 3 and n plus 3 here and 3. So down 2 factorial, it will be 2 factorial, means down will be a 6, and 3 if you cut it off here, n plus 3, n plus 2 and n plus 1 by 6, 2, 3 is 6. This is when it is k will be a 4, then k will be 4. Okay, so directly formula also you can substitute, or else if you like this also you can do it. So now 20 C2 is how much more? 20 into 19 by 2. 2 ones, 2 tens, your answer is 190. Okay, now the first one has completed, and the coefficient of next one, second one, this is the first one, and the coefficient of x power of 8, y power of 6 and z power of 4. So here we need to check powers. So as I discussed you before itself, that p plus q plus r should be n equals to n. So we'll check it here. P plus means 8 plus 6 plus 4. Is that 8 plus 6 plus 4, is it equals to the power n? Yes, it's equal. Then we can find it. So coefficient they are asking us, this coefficient. So those are the x, y, z. Then directly n factorial by p factorial plus q, not plus p factorial, q factorial and r factorial. Into this we get actually x power of p, y power of q, z power of q. So however they are asking the coefficient of this only, so we don't need to write it again. Coefficient only we are finding. So here 8 factorial and 6 factorial and 4 factorial. So that's it, just calculation you can do, that's the answer actually. Then third one I'm going, third one is the coefficient of x power of 5, y power of 3 and z power of 7. So I'll check here also whether the powers is becoming an equal to 18 or not. So if I check it, 5 plus 3 plus 7, how much it is? This is 12, 13, 14, 15. It's not equal to 18. So then it will not be exist. Okay, the term will not be exist in the series. So Now we will do the next problem. Here is so simple question. If the number of terms in the expansion of this are 36, they only gave the number of the terms in that expansion. Then they are asking us to find the number of n. So we know the formula already. Okay, already it is case 3 here. Directly you can substitute in the formula also. N plus 2 of n plus 1 by 2 is equals to 36. Direct formula also you can keep, or if you go a step by step like this also you'll be getting that only. Then if I send 2 here, then n plus 2 of n plus 1 is equals to 36. 2 is 72. So 72 I can write it as 9 8s, right? So n will be 9 and n plus 2 is 9 and n plus 1 is 2. So therefore I can write it as n is equals to 7. Right? Yes, n is equals to 7. That's simple. So we'll do the next problem now. So here number of terms in the expansion of this. So here is no plus we have. So it's an into. So we need to find, first of all we need to get n value, right? So we'll do a few steps over here. What is it? X plus 3y into 3x minus y whole power of 2 and whole power of 3. Okay, whole power. 2 I took it as a common, and 2 3 is 6 I can write it. And in the middle here, it's not like a plus b and a minus b to write directly, but it's not that. So I need to multiply each and everything. 3x into 3x is how much? 3x square. Then x into this is minus xy. Then this into this is plus 9xy. Then this into this is minus 3y square. Whole power of 6. Okay. So can I write this one as 3x square plus 8x minus 3y square of 6? Yes. So we got it in a format. How many terms? 3 terms and power is n. So directly you can find it the value. So formula also step by step you can do it. Directly also I can do it. So what is it? n plus 2. N plus 3 by 2, right? N is what here? 6. So can I write 6 plus 2, then 6 plus 1 by 2. So 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 and 2 if I cancel it, 4. 4 sevens are 28. So therefore that's 28 terms you're going to get it. Okay, so simple questions. If you know the formulas, the before explanation, if you know it, then this is so simple. We'll go to the next question. So here is another question. Find the sum of all the coefficients of this expression, x square plus x minus 3 whole power of 319. So here I can keep the value of, so I already explained you in the explanation part, to find a value of, to find the number of, coefficient of this thing, okay, sum of the coefficients of this. So you need to keep x plus 1. Okay, so we'll keep it that. X square plus x minus 3 whole power of 319. Okay, so we'll keep it 1 square is 1 plus 1 minus 3 whole power of 319. So 1, and if I cancel 2 minus 3 is minus 1 whole power of 319. That's it. Your answer is minus 1. The sum of the coefficients of this expansion is minus 1. Okay. So here is the question. The constant term and the expansion of this. So in this, first of all, constant term they are asking us, we'll write a a particular term in standard form. So n factorial. N is what here? 5 factorial by p factorial, q factorial, r factorial into 2 power of x, 2x power of p into x power of minus 7 of q, 3x square whole power of r. Okay, so here 5 factorial of p factorial, q factorial, r factorial, 2 power of p, and numbers I'm just taking it off, then I'll get 3 3r, 3 power of r. So the square is x only, not for the here. Yeah, leftover is x power of p into, yeah, all x, so powers I'm writing minus 7q plus 2r. Okay, now this all becomes a 0 because I want a constant term, so x power of 0 should be in that term. So I can write it as, first of all, two things I'm getting in this. So p plus q plus r is equals to n. So here p plus q plus r is equals to n. Then here this one is p minus 2q plus 2r is equals to 0, right? So if I send this positive negative term, that side, p plus 2r is equals to 2q. Okay? Yes. 2. I think this is not 2, this is 7. This is 7. Yes. Okay? 7. Now the n is what here? Here is 5. Okay, 5 over here. Now I need to compare this both and I need to find the value of p, q, r. So generally just check it of p, q, r. You need to check like this. Okay, so first r value, keep it as 0. If it is 0, if this is 0, then what is the p value will be? 7. So if I keep it, if this will become a 0, then if I keep p as 7, so will be more. Okay, so 7 by 2, 1 plus p, it will be not matches, so it will not come possible. So if I keep it 1 in place of r, 1 here, then any other option 1, if I keep it, 2 will be, okay, and divisible by 7 for what? 2, we got it, and then 5, if I keep it 5, not possible. Then this also not possible. If I keep it 2, 4 divided by 7, if I do it, then that should be 4 plus 3, if I keep it here, 3 plus 2 here itself 5 it is becoming. Then if I keep it at 3, 2 3s are 6, and if it is 1, so 1, then it will be a 7 I can divide it. Okay, so if I divide it, q will become 1. So here also I'll check it, 3 plus 1 is correct. Yeah, this 1. So this is only, we are getting a possibility. So if I keep it 4 3s are 8, it is more, not equals to the 7. So it's not, we can't divisible by 7. Okay, so 4 itself here, 1 if I keep it, it's not matches. So now we got p is equals to 1, q is equals to 1, and r is equals to 3. Right? Now I'm going to substitute in this and I'll find the value of it. Okay? 5 factorial by 1 factorial and then 1 factorial, then 3 factorial into 2 power of p and r. P is 1 factorial and 3 is 3 factorial. So what is my answer? So 3 if I get cancelled here, 2, 1 into 2 into this is 2 and 27. So 27 3s are how much value? 27 3s are 3, no, 27 4s, 27 into 4. Sorry, I did a mistake. I didn't write here 3 if it goes, this is 4 and 5, right? I did a mistake, sorry. So here 270 into 4. Okay, 5 2s are 10, or else 40 into 27 is 1080. You can check your answer. Okay, now we'll do the next question, 6th question. We'll do the same pattern. This is also the same question we can do here, same pattern, same like this. So we'll write it, the format, formula, okay, general formula, 10 factorial by p factorial, q factorial, r factorial into x power of, means 1 power of p into minus x power of q into 2x cube power of r. Okay, now in this I'll take what I am going to take it. Once again I'll write 10 factorial by p factorial q factorial r factorial into 1 power of p, anything is just into the same value, you'll get it, minus 1 power of q here, then into 2 power of r. Okay, now I'll write x power of q and then plus 3r. Okay, so we are going to get two equations in this. One is p plus q plus r equals to n, and in this q plus 3r is equals to 0. Okay, now we'll write a table like this and we will find how many possibilities we are going to get. P, q, r. Okay, so if I keep r is 0, then this will become a 0 and q is also will, this is what here, 10, right? It's a 10. So if this is 0, then q is 0, 0 plus 0 is 10. Can I write like that? 10, is it possible? 0, I think my formulas are correct. And somewhere I'm just checking, 1 second, is it q? Any powers are missing in the question, 1 second. 3r, yes, is equals to, oh sorry, we need, it's not 0, sorry, it's what they're asking us, x power of 7, it's not a constant of x power of 7, so this will be equals to the 7. Okay, so if x is equals to, r is equals to 0, then into 0, then q will be 7. 7, if this is 0, 7, and this will become 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. So I got it one term, and next I'll try till how many I get it. So r is equals to, if I keep it at 1, so 3 ones are 3. So 3 if I subtract, then y will be q will become a 4. So 1, 4, 1, 4. This is 1 and this is 4. I need a 10. So I can write it as 5. Okay. 4 plus 1 is 5, so that's 5, correct. Then if I go with the 2, 2 3s are 6, so if I subtract in the 7, 2 here, and q value will become 1, so yeah, 2 plus 1 is 3, and if I subtract in the 10, it is a 7, correct? Yes. So I'll try the next one, 3 3s are 9, 9 becomes a more, so we can't find it. So these are the possibilities. We have 3 possibilities. So we need to calculate in keeping all this step by step. So in 3 terms, we are getting x power of 7. That meaning is, the meaning of that is the same. So now 10 factorial by, first one I'll take it, 3 factorial into 7 factorial into 0 factorial. Okay. Coefficients we are taking, and this one also, minus 1 power of p is what here, 7, and then 2 power of r is 0. Okay, so we need to calculate this one. Okay, this and the next is 10 factorial by 5 factorial, 4 factorial and 1 factorial into minus 1 power of 4 and 2 power of 1. Next 10 factorial by 7 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial into minus 1 power of 1 and 2 power of 2. Okay, so we need to add this all coefficients, sum of all actually coefficients. So 10 factor 7 and this, if I cancel it, 8, 9, 10, 8 into 9 into 10 by 1 into 2 into, this is becomes a 0 and minus, answer is minus of. So 2 1s, 2 4s, so 4 8s are, 4 9s are 36, 0. So 360 is the first one. 360, is it correct? Yeah, 3 also we have, 3 factorial, we have one more 3 also, 3 1s, 3 3s. So 12, this is not 360, this is 120. Okay, 4 3s are 12 and 6. Then this one, 5 factorials, if I cancel it, then how much? I'm going to get 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 by 4 factorial, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into minus 1 power of 4 is positive, so into 2. So 2, 2 if I cancel, 3 ones, 3 twos, 4 ones, 4 twos. Then this is 80, 180, 180 into 17, 180 into 14. 180 into 14 is, yeah, 6, 7, yeah. The answer will become 2520. 2520. Okay, and here also 7 factorial, and in this if I cancel it, left over is how much? 10, 9, 8 by 2 factor 1 into 2 into minus 1 power of this is minus. Okay, so minus 1 and 2 power is 4. 2 ones, 2 2. So calculate it. So this is 90 into 16. 90 into 16 answer. So 90 into 16 is minus 144. You can also calculate it. Okay. So I'm taking just fast, and this is also minus 120. Okay. And then minus 144. So if you 2520 is a plus, minus 120 minus 1440, your answer finally you can calculate and write it. Okay, so I'm giving the answer is 960. You can calculate and check it out. The process, everything is done. So one and final problem we have. Yeah,